Here we are after today's game with Bristol United manager John Gilbertson and man of the match Billy Gilbertson. It was the game finished Shaftesbury Crusade A1, Bristol United 2. John, give us your thoughts on the game.
Oh, it's a tough game today. There's no chance to play pretty football or getting the ball down much today. The conditions wasn't the best in terms of the pitch was quite soft with the rain we've had. But it was a real battling performance today. It was I don't want to say like an up and under sort of type game, but it was a very physical, very tough sort of direct game. The first 5 minutes, I thought we started off quite well actually, the first 5 minutes, and then from sort of minute 5 into minute 20, I thought we sort of lost our shape, we lost our focus, and we were coming under that sort of increasing pressure. I made a couple of changes with sort of, not so much to the formation, but in terms of personnel, I've dropped Sam back into defence to give that sort of bit of stability and leadership, push sort of Dan Little out to right and put Ben in midfield, drop Josh back into the CDM. And we started to get a foothold in the game then, the first half. Started playing a little bit sort of better and a few times, which you'll probably see on the video, I'm asking the lads to be more aggressive, more physical and match what they was giving us. And I got to be honest, which I'm always honest. We took the lead from a good goal from George PC. Again, that was a bit of a tactical tweak because we was two up top, and I went with one up top, and then sort of George floating in behind, and the ball fell nice to George, and we got our goal. It was definitely against a run of play at the time, and we was fortunate to be sort of 1-0 up. But second half we were 2-0 up. Again, the second half was definitely more even, but went sort of 2-0 up with a great goal from Tom, a poacher's goal from Tom. And then obviously they scored to pull it back to 2-1, which meant it was like a tense final 25 minutes. But a great 3 points. I don't want to say deserve it because it was a dogged display from both sides today, physical game. We didn't deserve to lose, but perhaps a little bit fortunate to come away with the 3 points. But I mean, we'll take it.
Right then, question for Bill. Obviously, this game, for reasons John alluded to, we won't go into too much. This was a replayed game from the opening day of the season, so we knew today it would be a tough ask. We knew there might be a bit of needle in the game. How do you think we lived up to that, and what do you think of the team's performance?
Well, like he said, the first 25-30 minutes was a bit on the back foot, but then George got the goal, and we kind of just grew into the game then physically, and we just kind of wanted it. But yeah, since when he scored the goal, even me, it gave me a boost. But I could see the players around, it made them just a bit more comfortable because we had the lead. And second half, I thought, well, I never felt in trouble the second half, even when we was like only one goal up. But obviously, like as you might see from the video camera and stuff, there's a bit tricky down the wings and stuff. But I thought we handled them well. Doubled up on the wingers, and their players was pretty good on the ball. They'd skip past one, but we always had the second man coming in, so we made it difficult for them. But yeah, I thought the replay went pretty well, to be fair.
Right then, question for John. You know, we've alluded to we've got a young side, an inexperienced side, and that's a game watching from the side that in the past we lose that and we struggle. And obviously, like you said, how proud are you of the lads that we've dealt with that today and come through that, and does that show how much we are growing as a team?
Definitely, we're definitely growing and learning, and the lads are learning. It's just a pity we only got sort of one sort of elder statesman, I would say. You'll thank me for that in Sam and the side, because Sam's the only sort of one with real experience as a footballer, where normally you like probably sort of 4 or 5. But the lads are learning, and they're learning week in and week out, and that's the progress we're going to make. And it ain't just going to be over this month or this season. It's going to be over the next sort of 2 or 3 seasons. But you're right in terms of we probably get rolled over there sort of 12 months ago. But the lads, I've asked them at half time to like I said, there's a time to play pretty. We want to get the ball down and play football at all times. With the conditions, the pitch today and the team we're playing against, there's a time to be pretty, and sometimes there's a time to dig in and be physical and played percentage plays. And I thought the lads did that second half, and I thought we was much better the second half. And testament to the lads out there, because they ran. They've covered so much distance, and Bill, who's man of the match today, was sort of the epitome of that, because he was all over the place at the back, at midfield, up front, and he wasn't on his own. But yeah, I'm really pleased with him.
Another question for Bill then. So, as John stated in these videos before, the club and the team hasn't necessarily had the best start to the season. And obviously, everyone at the club knows you're an important player for the team. And I think you'd be honest enough to say you struggled as well. And the last 2 games, you've been back to your best. What do you feel has changed for you? And what more do you want to do going forward?
Well, me personally, the last couple of weeks I felt like I've been a bit better. I still got a little bit to do on my fitness to get there, but there was that I got too comfortable in the side. Like, I knew I wasn't going to get dropped, and then it come to me that I might not be playing and letting the side down by not being out there and giving it my all. But I've had players around me like Sam, who's in there, him, obviously my dad, so he can speak to me a lot, Dan, even my little brother Josh, telling me that I basically just need to sort it out, otherwise I'm not going to be playing. And then it's just given me the boost that I kind of needed, really. And hopefully me getting better and putting the effort in might inspire a few other players. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
I agree on that, and add to that in terms of Billing. We've seen the last 2 games when Bill plays well and puts the effort in what he does. It makes us a different sort of side altogether, because not only could he play football, but it's the sort of tackling, the aggressiveness, the distance he's covered today is phenomenal. Like I said, some other players in the team, and it was getting to the stage where, like I said, he wasn't performing. We know, and I give him a bit of time, but it was a conversation we had in terms of, look, this ain't going to go on and sort of much longer. You might be a better player and deservedly starting, but you got to earn that. And credit to the lads who's not starting the games, because they're putting pressure on people like Bill and all the others to earn their spot and keep it.
So, final question for you then, John. Obviously, missing Mike today, as you said in your pre-match interview, with a nash injury. Ben steps in at right back, ends up in midfield, Dan comes into right back. Does that show us now that this getting back to basics, the work that we've been doing, is not only improving the players like Bill that you'd expect those performances from, but the players underneath that as well, that might not necessarily be first choice?
Absolutely, and like I said, there's a few of them in this side. Like I said, I mean, we're looking at sort of 2-3 months ago, and Tom in particular. You're thinking with Josh, with his history of scoring goals up front, and then George bursting on the scene with his sort of goal ratio. You're sort of, in my mind, and you're thinking, like, with Tom, actually, is he going to warrant a starting place? But credit to Tom and the others. Like, Tom's back, he's our top scorer, scored his 11th goal in 8 games today. And it ain't only just him, it's the likes of Ben coming into the side. Dan's like a starter, Josh Cleveley, like Jack Gilbertson at the left back, like is testament to these players, what's coming in and not missing a beat and picking up and playing well and keeping their places. And again, like, and a big shout out to Alex and Bolton today. They've played probably 2 minutes combined, the pair of them, over the last sort of 2 games, but they're the first ones on the sideline sort of cheering us on, and it's that great team spirit, and that's what makes us, I think, a special club, because of the people we got here and their attitudes. And like I said, I can't praise people like Alex and Bolton enough, who's not starting games, but they're week in and week out, and they're celebrating with the lads, and is first class attitude from all the players at the club.
Right, well, thank you both for your time. Congratulations, Bill, man of the match today, top performance, and we'll see you all for the next one. Up the box.